All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Talladega. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series heads to Talladega tonight for some super speedway action. It's race number 4 in that second season of 2021. And can you say frenemies? That's right, you're going to have some frenemies tonight, you're going to have some friends, and you're going to have some enemies. Who's going to help you reach victory lane? Well, you're going to have to find out by hanging out right here and watching TurnLeftTV. Well, some classic super speedway action headed your way here tonight at Talladega. It's race number 4, and it's anybody's guess of who's going to win this one. All right, hey, thank you for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. We got a good one here for you tonight at Talladega. Just a little under 6 minutes left to go in the practice session here at Talladega. And thank you for coming in. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, the broadcaster, commentator. Race number 4, 70 laps here tonight. That classic super speedway. A lot of room to race here. And again, you're going to have to use some help from a few friends and frenemies and maybe even enemies to get yourself in victory lane. You cannot do it on your own here. We'll take a look at the track here at Talladega. Of course, anybody who knows anything about racing knows about Talladega. 2.666 mile, 4.28 kilometer super speedway. High banked, banking in turns 1 and 2 at 33 degrees. 3 and 4 at roughly 32.5 degrees. Trial, a little bit of banking there, 16.5 in the backstretch. 3 degrees of banking. A lot of room to race here. I think the outside line is definitely in play. So pitting is going to be of a premium too. You want to make sure you get on and off pit lane cleanly, and you're going to pit with some friends there because you're going to need some help when you come off pit lane for the draft. Thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Peace to all those folks out there, all my homeboys out there in sim racing land, and homegirls too. I got some girls that come in and watch the races too. Thank you so much for coming in. And Claudio Bardelli Jr. joining us in the chat session. He's going to be out here racing tonight, so good luck to him. Thanks to all those folks who have subscribed and continue to come back and watch the streams. Don't forget, you can share my videos with all of your friends on any social media platform where you want to share YouTube videos. You can share mine, so I encourage you to do that. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And we got a lot of great videos for you to see here. I think I'm well over 500 videos now here on the TurnLeftTV channel. So excited about continuing to make some great race videos for folks to look at. And again, I cherish everybody that comes out here and watches these races and supports TurnLeftTV. Definitely do not take that for granted. So Appreciate that support. Good race here for you tonight at Dega, man. Classic super speedway action in the stock car series. Take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwackers series. Of course, tonight, Dega. Next week, we got Kansas Speedway, one of those cookie cutter tracks. In Darlington, coming up on May the 7th. The Lady in Black. The Monster Mile coming up on May the 14th. That's Dover International High Bank 1 mile oval. Concrete, tough on tires. New Hampshire Motor Speedway, some flat short track action coming up on May the 21st. Then Charlotte on May the 28th. That's Memorial Day weekend here in the United States, in the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, a cookie cutter to finish out the season on June the 4th. You know what they say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, we got a big weekend of racing as usual here at High Octane Racing League. TurnLeftTV. Don't forget, tomorrow, Kentucky Speedway, race number 2 in the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series. That'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Kentucky Speedway is a great track, and IndyCars are going to be fantastic on this track. A lot of room to race here, flat mile-and-a-half oval. And again, racing will start at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Excited about this IndyCar series. Race number 1 was a great one at Atlanta Speedway. So we'll check it out tomorrow. Don't forget to join us here on TurnLeftTV. Then if you think you can beat the broadcaster in racing, you can come on out and give it a shot here at Daytona International tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're moving it back an hour. The Saturday Night Thunder, Daytona International. Race number 1 of that second season of 2021. That's right, starting it off at Daytona. 80 laps in the Saturday Night Thunder. Chat session here. Jesus Iglesias joining us here as well. Todd Robillard coming in there. Good to see Jesus out here. Todd Robillard joining us. He's out here on the track. Good luck to him tonight. Claudio Bardelli Jr. out on the track as well. Getting ready to go to the qualification session. Oh, ending it with a flare right there as Birdie car takes a ride. Don't forget, tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. That's right, if you want an rFactor 2 server, self-managed server, the 3 packages to choose from, not only here in the United States, but all around the world. Elite Hosting USA can supply you with a local server that will suit your needs. So please give EliteHostingUSA.com. Good contact point there for finding out whether you can get a good server there in Europe and Asia and all around the world. Don't forget, ZiaComics.com is your nerd headquarters. All things comic related, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. That is ZiaComics.com. Heading over to the qualification session. Making sure the side-by-side view is working. Looks like it is. We got Reese Kennedy there pictured in both, looks like. So, very interesting. It looks like we got 17 drivers, maybe 18 before it's over with, joining us here tonight. Tell you what, man, it's going to be hard for me to get out here and choose a winner tonight, man. This is anybody's ball game, I think, at Talladega. You know, guys that really have, kind of committed to work together are going to be those guys, I think, they're going to be up front. But, don't forget, you got some wild cards in here as well that can win this race. So this is the great thing about Talladega. It draws a lot of drivers out here that really feel like this is a great shot for them to get a race victory. So we might see a first-time winner here tonight. Take a look at Paul Brown in the 77 car as he makes his qualification attempt. Christian Wilson, the top time here so far in that 30 car. What a big win that would be for him tonight. New to HORL to pick up a race win. His first season out. So again, in the qualification session, watching Paul Brown make his first lap. See what that time is for the 77 car. 52.539, currently fourth on the grid. Now fifth on the grid there for Paul Brown. And a little bit of work to do. Preston Hassel, the new top time. That 27 car running the red throwback scheme here tonight. And now second on the grid is Claudio Bardelli Jr. Jumps to the top of the grid. Preston Hassel in this second lap. Unique here at Talladega, the start-finish line is actually past the tri-oval, past pit exit, and you see sixth on the grid, 52.055. Take a look at the 13, Colin Matiak. The whippersnapper here with his qualification attempt, currently 12th on the grid in this 13 car. Todd Roblar, the new top time, 21.797. Use the 51.832. 21 would be a lightning fast lap, wouldn't it? Alamatiak here coming across the start-finish line. Let's see where that time is. Ninth on the grid there, 51.963. Take a look at Ed Palumbo as he's finished up his attempt. He's 8th on the grid. Zach Casey in the 29 car. See where he fares. Coming down the backstretch. The turn 3. Looks like he's backed off that lap, so it looks like 15th on the grid there for the 29 car. How about John Stanley in the 12? He's currently 4th on the grid. It's a good run for him in the 12 car. Artur Vieira also finishing up his lap and coming down pit lane. Looks like 3rd place for him. Mick Ryan, 12th on the grid in his first race out in the stock cars. One of the 2X machine tonight. So it looks like Sean Jacobs is capturing the pole here. He loves these super speedways in that 24 car. So congratulations to Sean Jacobs. Picking up the starting P1 in the Western Auto sponsor machine. So we'll take a look at that Western Auto scheme there. Congratulations to Sean Jacobs, our pole winner. Again, I want to take a look at this side-by-side view here, our second side-by-side view, and invite you to, or encourage you to go down into the description of this race and click on that Fanatec link down there and help me out here at TurnLeftTV. Thanks to all those folks who have done so. I know some guys have purchased some racing equipment through them. Just full disclosure here, I own the V3 inverted pedals. Really is what started off for me. I made that move from the G27, and actually I had the ECCI pedals, which are kind of a aftermarket pedals upgrade for the G27. Used those for a long time. I still have them actually. Don't use them anymore because the V3 inverted pedals. Love those things so much. I saved up my my dollars and bought the DD1 wheelbase and the GT2 BMW wheel rim, and absolutely love the stuff, man. I cannot tell you how realistic the stuff feels. You can really feel the undulations in the track and really feel like you are in tune with the track with this Fanatec stuff. So again, thank you for coming in. Please support me by clicking on that link. Follow me over there if you decide you want to purchase something. Help me out here at TurnLeftTV. Peace to everybody out there. Hope everybody's behaving themselves, being safe, and practicing social distancing. No social distancing tonight here at Talladega. I guarantee you that. It's going to be a lot of bum drafting, a lot of tight racing, and excited for this, man. Always excited for these super speedways. And again, thanks for coming in. I got my my folks in here. I see some folks in here watching the stream, so thank you for coming in and watching tonight here on TurnLeftTV. Should be an exciting, exciting race. So looks like about a minute left here. These guys are doing the driver's meeting right now. About a minute left in the qualification. Everybody has qualified, so they take this time to go over some instructions. Looks like they are going to switch it over to a warm-up. All right, looks like they've switched that over to the warm-up session, and we are finished with the qualification session. We'll take a look at, hopefully, look at the results. There we go. Sean Jacobs qualifies in P1, 51.832. Congratulations to him. Todd Robillard starts outside pole in the 90 car. Arthur Vieira starts in the third position in that 4 car. John Stanley in the 12 starts in 4th. Jim Willis in the 53 starts in the 5th position. The 91 of Claudio Bardelli Jr. in that new paint scheme starts in the 6th position. Paul Brown in the 77. The Dirty Mo paint scheme starts in the 7th position. Reese Kennedy in the 80 Hooters car starts in 8th. If he wins, free Hooters wings for everyone. Ed Palumbo in the mellow yellow, number 54, starts in the 9th position. Colin Maniac, the young gun, the whippersnapper, in the 13 car starts in the 10th position. Starting in the 11th position is Tiago Gomez in the 9X. Mick Ryan The 2X starts in the 12th position. Preston Hassel in the 27 starts in the 13th position. Givaldo Spindola in the 68 starts in the 14th spot. Zach Casey in the 29 car starts in the 15th position. He streams live from his in-car view, so we will have to give him a little bit of a shout out there. Christian Wilson in the 30 car starts in the 16th position, and Luca Simfner in the 21 starts in 17th. I don't know what happened there. His he didn't qualify there, it looks like, so he's going to start in 16th. We had another driver there qualifying. About 7 minutes left here in the warm-up session. Again, don't forget, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be live from Kentucky Speedway in the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series. Race number 2 of 10. That excellent series. A lot of guys were really anticipating doing some ovals again here at High Octane Racing League in the IndyCar. So we have delivered. We got a great schedule in the IndyCars. Started off last week in Atlanta. Look at that. Las Vegas, Iowa, Pocono. That's going to be a great race. Gateway, Raceway, Indianapolis Motor Speedway on Memorial Day weekend. The day before the actual Indianapolis 500. Phoenix coming up on June the 5th. You see Kansas and then Richmond. That's right, Richmond to finish out the season. Some short track action on June the 29th. Who's got that short track package ready to go to claim the championship? That 10th race of the season. Looks like Thiago Gomez joining us in the chat session as well. So good to see Thiago in here. He's out there on the track, I think, doing some practicing right now. Preston Hassel as well, so he's out there. Givaldo Linares, there he is. I was wondering where he was, man. I was trying to figure out where Givaldo was. He's a little late here tonight. Good to see Givaldo. Boa noche. Boa noche, Thiago. Jesus, I think, told me he speaks Spanish, so ¿cómo estás, mi amigo? Will D. Okay, oh, wait a minute. I think we got a chat coming in here from Will D, if I'm not mistaken. Here we go. Heath is the #1 league owner in sim racing. Uh-oh, I don't know if I see some sarcastic smile in that or not, but good to see Will. Good luck on your paper, Will, and your project and your thesis or typing. Hey, don't forget, APA 7 on that one. Thanks to Will for all his work providing the servers for us, and does a great job at all the technical stuff we need on that computer side of it. Really cannot speak enough about how we really appreciate Will here at High Octane Racing League. One of those old guard. For a young guy, he's an old guard guy for HORL. Okay, that's all we're going to say about it. About 3 minutes left to go here in the warm-up session. Why are we sitting down in the seat so low? About as good as we're going to get it, I think. To do that, I can't raise the seat from the spectator view, but there you go. It's about as good as we're going to get as far as that goes, but I think we are looking a little crazy there. We're it's like cruising, right? You know, laying back, lean the seat back, put the arm out the window. Lean over. So just about 2 minutes left before we kick this over to race. Art Devier here coming down pit lane. Tell you what, man, pitting here, especially in a pack, can be quite interesting. You really got to warn those other drivers that are around you that you are going to pit, and they have to be cognizant. They have to be aware, track aware of who is really coming, talking on the radio about pitting, because you can have some big time problems coming on pit lane and not communicating. A lot of times you'll hear guys communicating about which lane they're going to take when they come down pit lane, coming off the track, I should say, before they hit the start-finish line, or excuse me, the pit entry line, because it can be a little dicey. See right here is a 91 coming down pit lane. You see those guys choosing different lanes right there, not really that close together. Gilmar Pachotto joining us in chat session as well. Good to see Gilmar in here. Gilmar needs to be out here on the track right now. All right, boys and girls, it looks like it is that time. That's right, Talladega Superspeedway. 70 laps here tonight. And a lot of guys can win this. A lot of guys can win this race. So a lot of guys have a chance to win this race tonight. Who is it going to be? All right, the starting order. Sean Jacobs in the 24 starts in P1. Todd Robillard starts in the 90 car in second. Arte Fieta is third. John Stanley starts in the fourth position in the 12 car. Jim Willis in the 53 starts in the fifth position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 91 starts in sixth. Paul Brown seventh in the 77 car. Reese Kennedy in the 80 will start in the eighth position. In ninth, Ed Palumbo in the 54 car. Colin Matiak, 13 car, starts in 10th. Tiago Gomez in the 9X starts in the 11th position. Michael Ryan starts in the 12th position. In 13th is Preston Hassel in the 27 car. Givaldo Spindola starts in the 14th position. Zach Munkasey in the 29 starts in 15th. Christian Wilson starts in the 16th position. And Lucas Simpner in the 21 car starts in 17th. All right, man, I'll tell you what, you got to find some friends here to race, some guys to work with. You got to be patient here. Not a lot going to happen. You can't win it on the first lap. There is no doubt about that. You're going to have some friends here tonight. Sean Jacobs in the 24 car starts in P1. 90 of Todd Robillard outside in row 1. Arte Fieta inside row 2. John Stanley outside row 2. Jim Willis inside row 3 in the 53 car. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 91 outside row 3 in that 91 car. New paint scheme for him. Pit road speed 70, 60. Okay, thank you. So here we go, the pace car coming off the track. Will the outside line work tonight? You see some too wide racing. Definitely going to see a lot of drafting here tonight. Green flag, green, green, green here at Talladega. 70 laps. Race number 4 here tonight. Sean Jacobs, Arte Fieta there, 1-2. Todd Robillard there, tucking in the third position. A little bit of help there from Arte Fieta running behind Sean Jacobs in the 24. Down the backstretch. Jim Willis running in fourth. Paul Brown in the fifth position. Looking out of the back of Sean Jacobs' machine, our race leader at Arte Fieta running in P2. Good, clean start here. But he's sort of behaving right now. Take a look at Zach Munkasey here running in the 29 car. Where you already got a little bit of a breakaway. Zach Munkasey running in that second group, running behind Preston Hassel in the 27 car. Colin Matiak just behind in 12th. John Stanley leading that second crew right there in the 12 car. So nose to tail. Got a third group there, Christian Wilson. The tail into this second group. And then Reese Kennedy, Givaldo Spindola, something going on there. Those guys off the pacer just a little bit. Hopefully going to be able to get caught back up, nose to tail, hopefully, and catch that second group. really kind of 3 packs right now. This first pack. Thiago Gomez in the 8th position, the back car in that pack. Take a look at Thiago Gomez in the 9X machine. Running behind Claudio Bardelli Jr. Christian Wilson there going to the high side. Not sure if he's going to try to go around there on the high side. It looks like Mick Ryan in the 2X machine holding off that charge. The 30 car. Like he wanted to get around, but did not have enough help there on the outside to make that pass. Take a look at Claudio Bardelli Jr. here in the 91 car. Right now running in the 7th position. Again, new paint scheme for Claudio Bardelli Jr. See that scheme in the set. Just ahead of him is Ed Palumbo running in P6. Look at this battle here is Zach Moncasey going down to the bottom line here. Oh, and he gets down on the apron just a little bit. And it looks like Colin Mattiak going to go by, and Zach Moncasey might end up losing some more positions. So Moncasey tucking in, and wow, he lost a couple positions there, getting down on that apron. 13, Colin Mattiak there, giving the 27 a little bit of a shove right there. So Moncasey had gotten down on the apron here. We'll take a look at this. Watch this, and I don't know whether he was just reacting. They're 3 wide right there. And Moncasey on the inside, I think he had touched the apron just a little bit or gotten down there pretty low and lost some positions. Thiago Gomez here in the 9X. Looks like Todd Robillard up on the outside line. He's losing some spot there. Thiago Gomez gets by. Todd Robillard going to tuck in. Now falling back to the 8th position. Thiago Gomez up to 7th. Something went on there with Todd Robillard. He gave up a couple positions. He was up to, he was in the 3rd position. We'll take a look at this. Got out of line right there. Not sure what's going on. So the train goes by on the bottom side. The 90, Todd Robillard on that outside line, going to fall in place here. See those guys going by. Thiago Gomez there on the inside going by as Todd Robillard tucks in. Now back in the 8th position. So Sean Jacobs in 24, continuing to lead the field. Arthur Vieta is in 2nd. Jim Willis in the 3rd position. Paul Brown 4th. Ed Palumbo is in 5th. Moncasey and Michael Ryan. 29 there, all over the back of that 2X machine. 2X, Michael Ryan running in P12. Moncasey is in 13. Moncasey diving down to the inside line here, looking like he wants to try to get around Michael Ryan, and not able to pull that off. And he tucks back in, so there was some communication there, I think, about staying in line. 29. Rubbing off a little bit of speed, and he is going to be at risk of losing this draft if he doesn't tuck back in. So I think he's going to be okay here, but he's going to have to maintain to tuck in there so those guys can work together to catch up to that front group. They're going to need some help. Jim Willis here looking a little racy. He's got some help with the 77 car up on the outside line. The 77 and the 54 go up here. They're going to try to get this outside line working here. They may end up taking the race lead. It looks like we got a new race leader, and that is Jim Willis in the 53. So a 3-car breakaway on the outside line, and they get around the 24. Sean Jacobs. Take a look at this pass here again. This is on board here with Sean Jacobs. And you see those guys, Sean's trying to figure out which way he wants to go. He stays on the bottom line. And those guys are going to use that little 3-car breakaway to get around on the high side. As Sean Jacobs is going to have to tuck in. And now in the 4th position is Ed Palumbo in the 54. Now squeezes by in 3rd. Those guys get a little racy like that. That's going to help that back group, or that group there behind, as Jim Willis, the race leader, in the 53 car. Paul Brown in 2nd, Ed Palumbo 3rd, Sean Jacobs in the 4th position. Archie Vieta is 5th, Martelli Jr. in the 6th position. Iago Gomez in 7th, Todd Robillard in the 8th position. So far, so good. Preston Hassel leading that 2nd crew, but he is on the move here. These guys starting to close in just a little bit, and I think they might be in the draft here, so this is going to change things up here a little bit. Those guys got a little racy in that front pack, and this 2nd pack's got a head of steam right now. Now you got to figure out, what are you going to do, the 27 car? You're going to be patient here, just tuck in. It looks like the plan is that. So we got a big pack now. Bun Casey back to the 13th position. And that really all started, I think, for the most part, with the front 3 going around on the high side, slowing that front pack down a little bit. Now the 27 leading the 2nd pack is caught up to the 90, tail into the front pack, and those guys running together again. We do have some guys here running in this 2nd pack here at 80 of Reese Kennedy running in P14. 68, Osvaldo Spindola in 15th. John Stanley in the 12th car in 16th. And in the 17th position is Christian Wilson in the 30 car. Everybody's still in the hunt here. Keep in mind, we're going to have pit stops here coming up shortly. So the 53 of Jim Willis leading the field here. Good run here for him. Starting to get some creativity on the outside line here with some of these guys, and they go around Todd Robillard. So take a look at this pass here as Preston Hassel dives up, or goes up to the high line there, followed by Colin Matiak. So this back crew said, hey man, let's work together. We caught up in this front pack here. And Preston Hassel with a little bit of a shove by the 13 car, getting by the 90. So now these guys starting to work a high groove, make it a little interesting. This is going to get a little crazy here, I think. Or it can, side-by-side racing here this early on. Looks like 27 might end up tucking back in here behind that 9X machine. Maybe going to work that high line again. I stand corrected. Oh, I was right all along. So nose to tail here, just a little switching up of positions. Back up here to the 53. Paul Brown running in P2. Ed Palumbo in 3rd. Take a look at Ed Palumbo here in the 54 car. Mellow Yellow sponsor machine. Sean Jacobs in the 24 in 4th. Artur Vieta is in 5th. Take a look at those standings. There we go. Top 10 coming into tonight's race. Paul Brown, 125 points there. Kalamadiak in second. You see that Artiviero, Sean Jacobs tied for the third position coming into tonight's race. Todd Robillard in fifth. Lucas Simpner sixth. Claudio Bardelli Jr., Ed Palumbo tied for the seventh position. Preston Hassel ninth. Givaldo Spindola rounding out the top 10 in points coming into tonight's race. Take a look at Artiviero here running in the fifth position. And really can't say enough about Artiviero, and no nonsense. Really, you don't really see him getting into too many scrapes. Always seems to find a way to get that 4-car up front and compete for a race win. So keep on the lookout here for Artiviero and NASCAR BR sponsored Camaro. Just ahead of him, Sean Jacobs absolutely loves these super speedways. Fired up for tonight's race. Got quite a few of those super speedway wins in that Western Auto sponsor number 24 car, running in the fourth position right now. You have a little bit of a gap there back to P6, so those guys starting to close it back up there. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in that 91 car leading that. So he's gotten that car up a little bit further in that pack here, running in sixth in 91. A little bit of a gap there between he and P5. And that may be a strategy maybe to try to cool that thing off. One car out of the race here. Not sure what's happened to Givaldo Spindola. So Spindola, something's happened to him. I don't know whether he's lost his connection. Looks like he has. So Spindola lost the connection here. Now we got something going on here with Preston Hassel and the 13 of Kalamadiak here. These guys starting to work this high line. See if they can't get something going here. They've got a little help with Lucas Simpner in the 21 car. So this 27 Preston Hassel and High Octane Racing League Steve Freeze tribute machine throwback there paint scheme. Preston Hassel. Preston's been with HORL since around 2003, 2004 range. Todd Robillard in the 90 car now off the draft, and oh no, big time problems here for the 90. So he has dropped back, and I'm not sure what's happened, how that went, but he has dropped back pretty quickly. That is unfortunate for him. A little bit of racing here on the outside line. You know what could help him here is these guys starting to get a little racy here on this outside line. That's going to give him a chance, and they are running pretty hard there with one another. Looks like they got things sorted out. The 90 car indicating he's actually going to be coming down pit lane here. So Todd Robillard is going to use this opportunity to make a pit stop here. He is not happy. Did not want to pit off sequence. He wanted some friends. Might start seeing pit stops here fairly soon, although he is playing his hand here kind of early. Take a look at Todd Robillard in the on pit lane with the 90. He's just taking fuel only, no tires, coming back out on track. Now he's going to have to hope that when these guys start pitting that they're going to get some strung out here a little bit, and that'll give him a chance to find a partner to draft with. So the 90 of Todd Robillard now back to 16th. Jim Willis continuing to lead the field. 77, Paul Brown in second, Ed Palumbo in third. They're going to tag on to, you see right there, the 90. He's going to hope to catch on to this train as it goes by, so he's now one lap down. Not where he wants to be, that is for sure. But the good news is that he's going to tag on to this group and hopefully run side by or catch the draft here. See Ed Palumbo tucks out here, going to do a solid here to the 90 car and give him a chance to tag on to this group. 54 is going to drop down there in front, I believe, and that is exactly what's happening right there. So now Todd Robillard tagged on here, so he's going to get to run around here at draft speed. You got a challenge for the race lead to 77. Paul Brown down to the bottom line here. He's going to try to take the race lead away from the 53 car. Jim Willis in the 77, new race leader here. Paul Brown, 24, trying to sneak through. It's Jim Willis slamming the door. And Palumbo tucks in. Now a little interesting twist here going on with the 13 of Colin Madiak. That Honest Speed Shop sponsored Mustang, side by side right now, and you see just behind it, this is the 90. Todd Robillard, Colin Madiak in that 13 car right now running in the 11th position. So those guys using that opportunity. We'll take a look at out of Zach Munkasey's machine, running behind Preston Hassel. So Munkasey, they're trying to pull off that pass, not able to pull it off right here as Madiak there giving him a challenge. He does finally complete that pass. Take a look at Tiago Gomez here in the 9X machine. Right now running in 6th. So things are going to start getting a little busy here as guys are starting to work on who they're going to pit with. We've been caution free here, lap 24. This is going to get interesting here, I think, in a hurry. Guys are starting to wind down the fuel. Think about pit stop. What are they going to do? Are they going to change 2 tires? Going to take fuel only? Some guys might change 4 tires. I think that would be a huge mistake. You don't really have a tire wear issue here. Change anything, I think, would be right side tires. You could probably do that in the span of time you're going to take some fuel. So you're going to get a full load of fuel. And I would not change 4 tires. Take a look at Colin Madiak, the whippersnapper. Right now, running in 11th in the 13 car. Just behind Zach Munkasey. Casey in P10. Looking out of the front of Colin Madiak's machine. Colin there starting to give that not 29 car a little bit of a shove there as we were tinkering around with camera views. Take a look at Lucas Simpner in the 21 car. He's gotten a little bit of a reputation for saving fuel. Dropping back there, giving up track position early, saving fuel. That is not going to be the strategy tonight. I mean, you're not going to be able to drop back off the pace and save fuel. The only thing you can do here is just kind of lift and kind of try to save fuel a little bit in the draft. But you're not going to be able to drop back off the pace and let these guys go. It's just going to be too costly. Preston Hassel and Colin Madiak side by side here. Look at that, 2X also. Nick Ryan in this mix. Colin Madiak there wants to try to get back down on that bottom side, and he is battling the 29 of Zach Munkasey. Munkasey. Those guys close together right now. Justin Hassel, those guys cleared, and take a look at that side-by-side battle there between the 13 and the 29 car. Casey on the bottom line there, the 13 of Colin Madiak up on the outside line, got a little bit of help from Mick Ryan. And you got to be very careful here, man. I'll tell you why, things can go wrong in a hurry, and Tom Robillard probably wants to see that. He's a lap down. He wants that lucky dog. He'd probably like to see a caution flag come out. Madiak there giving the 27 a little bit of a shove. 27 just behind the 90. Now the 90 is one lap down. He's running in the 16th position. Todd Robillard in that new paint scheme. Freightliner sponsored machine. Take a look at that scheme. Right there, Kyle Larson look-alike paint scheme from him. Got himself in a little bit of a pickle there and lost the draft, decided to pit. A little early pitting for the 90 car. Now he's probably hoping for a little bit of a caution flag. Paul Brown continuing to pace the field. Jim Willis in second. Kind of look at that side-by-side view there on board here with Jim Willis. Running in P2 just behind that 77 of Paul Brown. Pretty good stable run right there between the two of those guys. Paul Brown leading the field, that Dirty Mo number 77. Jim Willis running in P2. Looks like we're seeing some pit stops happening here. A lot of pit stops happening here right now. Busy pit lane now. See the 13 coming on pit lane, the 24 on pit lane, our race leader, the 77 on pit lane. Archie Vieira now the race leader. As we're going to start watching these guys making pit stops here. Paul Brown, Sean Jacobs, Colin Madiak, all on pit lane. Those guys finishing up their pit stops here, trying to come back out and sort things out. So very interesting now. So Archie Vieira, the new race leader in that 4 car. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in second. Tiago Gomez in the 3rd position. Lucas Simpner in 4th. 5th car in that train is the 90. Todd Robillard in the 13th position. Christian Wilson, John Stanley, Reese Kennedy now all 1 lap down. See these guys start really sorting it out too well as the 4 car continuing to lead. Bardelli Jr. in second. Tiago Gomez in the 3rd position. We'll take a look at that crew that just pit. Now we got a group of 4 here as those guys run together. We got a couple guys there off the pace there a little bit. Preston Hassel, Zach Casey did not have as good a pit. Now they're running in the 9th and the 10th position, but it's just a tandem. Bardelli Jr., the new race leader, is Artur Vieta making a pit stop. So he's on pit lane. Green flag pit stops underway here. Take a look at Artur Vieta here making a pit stop here as we're looking at that front crew led by Claudio Bardelli Jr. Gomez in 2nd. Vieta is on pit lane in the 3rd position. Simpner on pit lane, finishing up his pit stop. See those guys coming out. They really don't have anybody to work with there. That crew of 4 going by at full song. Now you got a tandem here. So Artur Vieta is going to hope. He's actually could have tucked up there to that on the track, and he's going to end up not having somebody to work with, and he might have a little bit of an overheating issue right now. Bardelli Jr., the race leader, got to be wondering. I think this 91 is going to be pitting here pretty soon. The 9X, Amir, and he's going to be coming down pit lane. So Gomez indicating he's going to be making a pit stop this time by. Bardelli Jr. coming down pit lane. The 9X coming down pit lane. Oh, the 9X misses pit lane. Bardelli Jr. on the brakes. The 9X missed pit lane. My heavens. Thiago Gomez, huge mistake for him. He misses pit lane. Is he going to be? Oh, no, don't you dare. I think he's going to go across the line. We got a yellow flag here. The 9X might end up running out of gas. He missed pit lane. Slow on the bottom. And the yellow flag comes out. I don't know if he has enough fuel to make it around here. He is in fuel save mode. He is out in the way right now. Gomez out of the track, and the 30 car hits him. So the 9X missed that. Oh, man. Drama. I told you there'd be some drama coming down pit lane. Bardelli Jr. shown as the race leader here. So the 91 shown as the race leader here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That got crazy. Now, 9X is coming around. We'll see what happened here, man. These guys this is him missing, or actually missed pit lane. I think we're a little bit late on that, but here is Slow, and he's going to get rear-ended here by the 30 car. So he gets back up on the racing surface then. I'm not sure whether he has a full song or what's going on here, there was contact right there. The 12 car, I think it looked like the 30 had gotten on the brakes, and the 12 car rear-ended him, and then into the 9X machine. So Gomez. So the 9X here is the race leader. Very interesting there sequence, huh? That was a very, very interesting sequence. The 91 of Claudio Bardelli Jr., the leader, 77, Paul Brown in second. Well, I'll tell you what, I think the 90 car is he got a huge gift, because remember, he pitted off sequence, was a lap down, and got that caution flag. Now he's able to get back on that lead lap. So the 90 running in 10th now on the lead lap. Good news for him. So he'll get a pit under caution with the rest of these guys and have a chance to win this race. Bardelli Jr., the 91 car, is the leader. So that got interesting right there. And it was just a mistake, I think, by the 9X car coming down pit lane, or trying to get on pit lane. He had just way too much speed. So the 9X right now on pit lane, taking some fuel and getting that damage fixed. So one thing led to another for him. So he missed pit lane. That's what sort of started this all off. He and Claudio Bardelli Jr. were coming down pit lane at the same time. Bardelli Jr. on the brakes pretty hard, but Gomez had missed pit lane, could not get that thing slowed up, got up onto the apron there, was just going so slow, it brought out the caution flag. So that caution will be on the 9X. Bardelli Jr. is the leader, 77. Paul Brown in second. Sean Jacobs third. Colin Madiak fourth. Ed Palomo fifth. Preston Hassel in the sixth position. I think he really needed that too. He and Zach Munkasey both in sixth and seventh now. They were sort of running there just as a tandem, and they really needed that caution flag, I think, to catch back up with that front crew. So the first caution flag of the night. We are past halfway, so good green flag run. Hopefully that does not start off a string of caution flags. We got some more Cup Series action, some stock car racing for you this weekend. The Saturday Night Thunder, Daytona International, 80 laps. Tomorrow night, April 24th, race number 1 to kick off the second season of 2021. We'll take a look at that season there. Kentucky Speedway coming up on May the 1st. Darlington, Dover, Daytona, Roval. What? Who did that? Daytona, Roval. That's going to be a madhouse on May the 22nd. Charlotte Motor Speedway on May the 29th. Milwaukee Mile, another interesting one, on June the 5th. Texas Motor Speedway, Nashville Superspeedway, and then Pocono to finish out the season there in the Saturday Night Thunder. So we'll start it off tomorrow at 8 p.m. is practice. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be race. That's the Saturday Night Thunder. We're going to get some pit stops here. Claudio Bardelli Jr. leading that field down pit lane. He tucks into his pit stall. So Bardelli Jr. on pit lane here. Preston Hassel staying out, leading the lap. Robillard on pit lane. There's those guys. He's taking a full load of fuel here, maybe getting 4 tires. So he's going to lose some track position, but that's better than being a lap down. Preston Hassel on the 27. I would suggest to you he and maybe the 21 going to come back down pit lane here. Reese Kennedy, how about that, man? He's gotten that, I believe, well, it's showing him as a lap down here, so. Reese Kennedy got one of those laps back, so he's now 1 lap down. Preston Hassel.
Pit road will be open this time.
So we'll take a look at Preston Hassel's throwback screen, paint scheme. Freeze Racing PCs, Steve Freeze. We lost him in 2011, and really a hero to a lot of guys here at HORL. And you see that 11 car, or that 11 number on that roof pillar right there, that side pillar, and that is to honor the 11 retired number here at HORL for Steve Freeze. So this is a throwback scheme that Preston Hassel used to run, or a scheme that Preston Hassel used to run back in the day. So I painted that up for him so he could have that scheme again here in the rFactor 2 sim. It's like he's staying out here, so interesting move with Preston Hassel. We're going to get some different fuel strategies maybe with these guys here. 30 laps to go. Man, we got a great race tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Switching up a little bit here with the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series. That's right, Kentucky Speedway, race number 2 of that new season, 2021. Guys were really, really wanting to get these Indy cars back in action, and we have delivered. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. That's right, Kentucky Speedway in the Indy cars coming up tomorrow. 134 laps here. It's going to be a great one. So this is going to be interesting here with Preston Hassel and I think Lucas Sinfner off sequence here just a little bit. These other guys that came down pit lane and took some service, got a full load of fuel, some fresh tires. Tires not a huge deal here. Oh, it looks like they are coming down pit lane. This is interesting here. Like those guys coming down pit lane. Look who the race leader is, the 54, Ed Palumbo. Sean Jacobs coming down pit lane. Paul Brown on pit lane. So maybe those guys topping off on fuel. Not hearing a lot of chatter on the radio as we see Paul Brown coming back out on off pit lane, rejoining the race surface now in P11. May see some guys up on the high line here. So Ed Palumbo in the 54 will start in first on this restart. 4 of Arthur Vieira is in second. 13, Colin Matiak has that car up front. In the third position, Mick Ryan starts in 4th. Claudio Bardelli Jr. will be 5th. Zach Munkasey in this mix too. He's down on the inside line there. It looks like 91 of Bardelli Jr. going to actually start in the 6th position up on the outside line.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, back to green here in the 54 car is the leader. Kalamadiak in second, Archibald third, Zach McCasey is fourth. John Stanley in the fifth position. That's John Stanley, man. I haven't really talked too much about him. He kind of got off sequence there in this 12 car. John Staple Gun Stanley running in the fifth position. Just on board here with him and that Stanley Tools sponsor machine. Just behind Zach Munkasey. Ed Palumbo continuing the lead. The 54 car. 13, Kalamadiak in second. Archivieta is in third. Looking under the back of that Mellow Yellow sponsor machine. Mellow Yellow sponsor machine going up to the high line here. Get Kalamadiak there going with him. This is interesting right now. This guy's going to the high line. Not sure what the plan is for that, but Vieta doesn't take the bait, I think. And a bunch of things up there a little bit, maybe. 30 of Christian Wilson trying this outside line here, picking up some spots maybe. Oh, the 27 down there on the apron a little bit. Christian Wilson continuing to try to move forward. He's up on the outside line, the 2X, Mick Ryan. Oh, man, they got tight right there. That thing is a big, big check up there. They are 3 wide back there. They are 3 wide. This is crazy. Oh, right there, heavy contact from the 27 into the 77. These guys getting a little bit crazy here, trying to figure out where they want to be. Some guys don't want to be up front. I'm not sure what's going on. 154, Ed Palumbo trying to keep his car straight as the 30 of Christian Wilson's gotten his car up front. 90 of Todd Robillard working with him. You see the 13, Kalamadiak using that outside line. So this is a recipe for disaster right now. Yeah, Palumbo back to the front here as Christian Wilson. Oh, boy, it's going to get tight right there. It is tight. We're going to see somebody wrecking here before long. Zach Munkasey in the 29 car on board here with him, and this is getting crazy. Munkasey using that inside line. He's saying, I want to get away here. 3 wide as John Stanley sneaking through. Christian Wilson in the middle. Christian Wilson there running the inside line. He is trying to get some spots. This thing is 3 wide. 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. He's going to make it interesting there, 3 wide. Oh, man, Bardelli Jr. running that 24 car. Oh, there's 4 wide right there. 4 wide. Oh, my heavens. Wow, that got crazy. That got absolutely crazy. Hopefully these guys get that sorted out, man. We were just asking for a crash. Just asking, begging for a crash right there. Now, 54, Ed Palumbo. My heavens, man. He is up front where he wants to be. That got absolutely crazy. Sean Jacobs ran down to the apron. These guys can breathe a sigh of relief right now, but Archivieta down the inside line. They're 3 wide again here. Look at that. John Stanley and the 90 of Todd Robillard here trying to make it through. Again, 3 wide again. John Stanley sneaking through on the inside line, and Todd Robillard and the 90 going to try to follow him through. Archivieta bails out and goes up to the high line. Man, that got crazy. Take a look at this a little bit earlier. I don't know if we're going to catch this action here as the 30 Christian Wilson. He was up on that in that middle line there, and they were 4 wide right there. That is absolutely crazy, 4 wide. And out of the back of Wilson's machine, you see this Claudio Bardelli Jr. in that 91 car. He is going to take that 24 down to the apron right there. Down to the apron. Look at that again. That was just absolutely crazy. How they got that sorted out, but they did. Back here to live and watch John Stanley in the 12 car. He has that car up to the 5th position now. Michael Ryan in the 2X is the race leader. The 80 of Reese Kennedy just ahead of him is, I think, tail end of the lead lap now. These guys got impatient. Now, I'm surprised that we didn't have a caution flag right there. That was a little crazy. So Mick Ryan there, the leader, and these guys going down to the bottom line here, see if they can't make something work. Mick Ryan, oh, he's slamming the door there on the 53 car. Mick Ryan comes down and closes the door on Jim Willis. Jim Willis in the 53. He is good at these super speedways, that Black Rifle Coffee Company sponsored Mustang. Say Camaro. Gonna hear it from the sponsors now. Hear it from the manufacturers. Zach Muncasey, 29 running in P3, 13 Kalamatiak in 4th. Here on lap 50. Take a look at Lucas Simfeter. They're 3 wide there as Lucas Simfeter trying to get through without Reese Kennedy dropping back. Claudio Bardelli Jr. dropping back right there as Lucas Simfeter running in the right now running in the 11th position. Take a look at Kalamatiak in the 13 car. Right now running in the 4th position. 12, John Stanley in P5. Todd Robillard in the 6th position. Take a look at Lucas Simfeter and Argivetta here battling it out. This is Lucas Simfeter using that inside line as Argivetta and Claudio Bardelli Jr. working together there, but Luca pulls off that pass in 11th. Some word that these guys might be good to go to the checker. No more pit stops for these guys unless there are caution flags. Take a look at the 24, Sean Jacobs. Right now running in 7th position. 54, Ed Palumbo in 8th. Jim Willis, if he can't get by this 2X machine, trying to take the race lead. Mick Ryan running in the 1st position. Is Jim Willis running in 2nd, just behind. Zach Muncasey in 3rd. Kalamatiak 4th. Argivetta here running in the 4 car in 12th. Claudio Bardelli Jr. just behind him in 13th. Christian Wilson running in the 14th position. Christian now a little bit off the pace there as, man, he got crazy there on that restart. Good hard racing there from him. He got hung out a little bit. He was in the middle line and fell back. Now running in 14th. Todd Robillard there got a huge gift. Back on the lead lap, now running in 6th. Gotta wonder who is in position to take the race win here tonight. We are on lap 54, starting to really think about who you're going to work with. Robillard in the 90. See the 24, Sean Jacobs just behind him. A couple Camaros there. When are they going to start using this outside line? Maybe some chatter right now about working together. Is this Freightliner sponsored number 90 car going to work with? Forget about John Stanley running in that 12 car. Right now, John Stanley in 5th. Quiet on the radio. Artiviata here working with Claudio Bardelli Jr. Preston Hassel on the bottom line here as those guys going to go around on the high side. Oh, there was contact there between the 4 and the 91. The 4 and the 91 almost looped it. Did you see that? Take a look at that replay. Watch this as the 4 car is going to get into the back of the 91 right here. Right there, contact. And the 91 was almost wrecked. Close right there. That's just a little bit of a miscalculation on that one. But thank heavens those guys did not wreck their car. So Mick Ryan continuing to lead the field. In the 2X machine. Jim Willis in 2nd. Zach Muncasey 3rd. Colin Matiak is in 4th. John Stanley running in the 5th position. Colin Matiak here starting to lay the bumper to that 29 car. Running in P3. This would be a huge win for Zach Muncasey. Jim Willis here in the 53 car, running in 2nd. You gotta wonder of this crew here. I really don't know who would work with who. I kind of have a feeling with some of those guys that are 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, who they would work with, who they're not going to work with. Kind of get a feeling that you might see about 5 guys there making some deals. I'll tell you what, Claudio Bardelli Jr. and Art Vetta sort of have it sorted out here, and they might end up running this crew down here. So those guys start getting a little racy. This second pack will catch back up pretty quickly. Reese Kennedy would like to see another caution flag. He would like to get back on the lead lap. Right now running in the 15th position. Got himself behind the 8 ball there just a little bit. Falling off the draft there early on and has played catch up. He's gotten 1 lap back. He needs another. Preston Hassel here running in the 12th position in that 27 car. You see those guys have caught back up to that pack there, so good running here by Bardelli Jr. and Arjaveta, and this is going to really add a twist, I think, here. Look at this, the 4 and the 91. These guys really are working darn well together. Bardelli Jr. leading that little tandem there. And this could change the ball game for some of these guys. You know, what they have planned. This could change the game. On board here with Artivieta. He is all over the back of Bardelli Jr. right now. So these guys are working together on this outside line, but they might hit a roadblock. That crew down to the bottom line. Yeah, we're starting to get some guys here peeking out. Christian Wilson up on the outside line here might end up, he is about ready to go a lap down. These guys are going to go back. Oh, no. Oh, there's contact there. 91 laying the, oh, more contact. Christian Wilson pinball as Bardelli Jr. Bardelli Jr. might have gotten into Christian Wilson there. So we'll take a look at this, see if we can't see this replay. Right here. You see the 91 sliding up the track there a little bit. That 30 car, he's coming down too. Both those guys take a little ownership in that, and then the 30 car, he's trying to just to get this thing back onto the racing surface, and then, oh, right there, contact with the 27 car. Christian Wilson there. Man, oh man, that got crazy. Look at this, man. These guys starting to work on that outside line. Bardelli Jr., the 4, the 21, all work on the outside line. You're on lap 62. 2X, Mick Ryan, the race leader. Jim Willis in second. Munkasey is third. Well, we're going to start a second groove. Bardelli Jr. and Artivieta have done a great job not only catching up to this pack, but now starting to work here up on the outside line and make some moves. We go to Bardelli Jr. on the outside. What can he do? Munkasey, is he going to go to the outside line and work with these guys? Oh, man, Vieta almost got into the back of the 91 car. The 91's got a head of steam. What's he going to do here? Get into the back of the 29 car. This has a caution feel to it, I'll be honest with you. Palumbo here running in the 11th position right now, on board here with Ed Palumbo. Look at this, man. This is getting wild. You can just feel the intensity picking up. Palumbo in the 54. Those guys hit a little bit of a roadblock there behind Munkasey. He can't tuck in. He's going to end up losing a ton of positions. Look at out of the back of Ed Palumbo's machine. The 77, Paul Brown here going with him. Oh, man, Bardelli Jr. looked like he wanted to go down to the bottom line. There was already somebody there. Munkasey's on the bottom line. He's going to try to go through. Zach Munkasey on the bottom line here. He's working. He's using the draft of the 24 car. He's down below the. Oh, they're 3 wide there through the tri-oval. 3 wide through the tri-oval. Todd Robillard jumping out to the high side. Now going back down the bottom side. The 24, Sean Jacobs up on the high side. Look at that there, 3 wide. Bardelli Jr. squeezing through. Sean Jacobs falling back. Oh, man, I tell you what, slamming the door right there was the 90 car. He had to play a little defense. He had to play defense here on lap 65. The 2X car continuing to lead the field. Mick Ryan. 53, Jim Willis in second. Colin Matiak in the 3rd position. You got to think that the young gun, the whippersnapper, is going to try something before the end. Maybe go to the high side, hoping somebody will go with him. Artivieta and Claudio Bardelli Jr. continuing to work together. The 2X, Mick Ryan, the race leader here on lap 66. The intensity has picked up. 53, Jim Willis. What's he going to do? Is he going to try a, kind of that pass right through the tri-oval area to try to slip by the 2X car, hoping somebody will go with him. Got to time that just right. They are 4 wide back there in the back. Look at that. Paul Brown in the 77 on the bottom side there as Muncasey up on the high side. Bardelli Jr. just behind him. Paul Brown running in the 7th position. 54, Ed Palumbo just ahead of him in 6th. The 90 of Todd Robillard running in the 5th position. Bardelli Jr. up on the high side. Jim Willis. See Colin there going to the high side. I had a feeling he'd be trying something there. Colin's going to the high side, and he may end up losing that position. Nobody going with him. John Stanley going to pick up that spot. John Stanley up to the 3rd position. John Stanley in 3rd now. Todd Robillard up to the 4th position. The 54, Ed Palumbo, the Mellow Yellow Machine now in 5th. Mick Ryan here on lap 68 in the 2X car. 53, Jim Willis in 2nd. The 12 of John Stanley now in 3rd. 90 of Todd Robillard in the 4th position. Ed Palumbo in 5th. Across the start finish line, we have 2 to go. They are 3 wide, 4 wide back there. Oh, yellow flag! Yellow flag. I saw it coming. Yellow flag. Oh, I had a feeling. The 13 car up in the wall. A yellow flag, and we're going to have a green white checker. A car up in the outside wall there. Crashed. Bardelli Jr. in this as well. Mick Ryan will take the yellow flag here. The pace car is out. We'll see what happened here. You saw they got 3 right. There's contact right there. Bardelli Jr. comes down and gets into Colin. And then more contact right there. And I think he hits him and hooks him right there and straight into the wall. Bardelli Jr. going into the wall as well. Oh, my heavens. Take a look at Sinfner, just misses that on the bottom line there. Got 3 wide right there, and this is Colin Matiak. There's contact right there. Matiak and oh, man, that is just unfortunate. Oh, man, hard lick for both those guys. On board here with Lucas Sinfner. Watch this. These guys are going to get together just in front of him. He's down on the inside line. He's going to miss this. Right there, contact. Bardelli Jr. bouncing off Sinfner. And then right there into the wall. So Sinfner doing a heads-up move on the inside line, getting through. All right, late race caution flag. 2X, Mick Ryan. Our race leader, Jim Willis, in second. John Stanley third. Todd Robillard fourth. Ed Palumbo is fifth. Man, I tell you what, that was intense, wasn't it? That was intense. I just had a feeling we were sort of on borrowed time. And, you know, guys, we're going to start, instead of being a little bit forgiving, courteous, that was going to be thrown out the window here in the last couple laps. So we got a green-white checker. It's our second caution flag here at Dega. Been a good race, really. Interesting race. So green-white checker here at Talladega. Mick Ryan in the 2X car, indicating he might be running low on fuel. That would be a game changer there for him. He is low on fuel here, so he might have to make a pit stop. So it looks like Jim Willis running in the second position, John Stanley third, Todd Robillard fourth, Ed Palumbo fifth. So this is going to be interesting here. We're not sure whether the 2X car has enough fuel.
Pit road will be open this time.
So maybe this 2X car, he might have to make a pit stop here. So we're getting some word that he is running really, really tight on fuel. Not seeing him come down pit lane here. Reese Canaday and the 30 of Christian Wilson both making pit stops here. Take a look at this 80 car. Reese Canaday ducking into his pit stall. So the elephant in the room right now is whether Michael Ryan has to come down pit lane to make a pit stop here to get some fuel, top off with fuel. Now, obviously, that'd be a bad deal for him. I mean, he wants to lead this thing and come away with a race win. It would be his first race win here at HORL. 53, Jim Willis, he would like to see that 2X car make a pit stop. John Stanley, don't forget about the 12 of John Stanley right now in third. Todd Robillard, how about this, man? Really coming back from getting himself behind the 8 ball there early on. Falling off the draft and making an early pit stop off sequence, and then the caution flag helped him out a huge deal. He got the lucky dog, got back on the lead lap, and now finds himself in the fourth position in contention to win this race. Ed Palumbo is in fifth. Paul Brown sixth. Sean Jacobs seventh. Zach Muncasey eighth. X car question. Oh, that answers the question right there. Michael Ryan coming down pit lane. Oh my heavens. So the 2X coming down and top off with fuel. At least he's had enough time to sort of figure that out on fuel. I would just put a little dash in there, and that looks like he does. So that's going to get the race lead to Jim Willis. The 53 car. We're going green next time by. Green, white, checker. Uh-oh. So the 53, Jim Willis, the leader, and John Stanley in the 12 car starts up on the outside line. The 90 of Todd Robillard will start third. 54, Ed Palumbo starts in the fourth position. The 77 of Paul Brown starts in fifth. Sean Jacobs starts in the sixth position. Now, I think, you know, for the most part, is stay in line here and just work with the guy in line. Some deals are being made, at least I suspect. Zach Muncasey, don't forget about him running in the seventh position. Good run here for him tonight. Lucas Symphony running in eighth. Sean Jacobs running in the sixth position. Indicating now he hates super speedways. He was a huge super speedway guy there for a while, so maybe things have changed. All right, to 53, Jim Willis. Be a huge win for him here at HORL. All right, here we go. We're going to figure it out. Green, white checker, one attempt. Pace car is off. Here we go.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Jim Willis, good start there for him. John Stanley laying back there just a little bit. Hoping to get a push from the 54 car. Jim Willis crossing the start-finish line. Jim Willis not even doing the burnout there, so congratulations to Jim Willis on that big race win. My heavens, man. Jim Willis holding on there for the win. Not even going to do a burnout. We're going to have to give him a hard time. So congratulations to the 53, Jim Willis. Paul Brown finished in second. We'll take a look at the finishing results. Jim Willis finishes first. Paul Brown second. Todd Robillard finishes in the third position. Archie Fiata in fourth. Zachman Casey finishes in the fifth position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. finishes in sixth. Reese Kennedy seventh. John Stanley finishes in the eighth position. Ed Palumbo ninth. Luca Simpfner finishes in the 10th position. In 11th is Michael Ryan coming back after having to make that pit stop there with the one to go. Sean Jacobs 12th. Preston Hassel finished 13th. Christian Wilson 14th. Colin Matiak finishes in the 15th position. Tiago Gomez 16th. And Givaldo Spindola finishing in the 17th position. All right, Jim Willis joining us up here in the booth. A big win here at Dega. Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Well, you had that car up front there pretty much all night long, and up front when it counted. Mick Ryan had to come in because he was low on gas. How did you feel there starting on the inside line there on the restart?
Oh, man, with the names I had behind me, oh, boy, it was a nail-biter, that's for sure.
Well, big win here at HORL in the at Talladega. This is always a crapshoot, I think, with this track. Did you have a feeling you had a really good shot of winning the race tonight when you came in?
Pretty good. I mean, we had a pretty good car. Top five, I mean, we were running top five all night, so we figured at least top five.
I think it's always a crapshoot at Dega, but you got a pretty good track coming up next week with the cookie cutter at Kansas Speedway. Got a good track coming up next week at Kansas Speedway. How do you feel at that cookie cutter, your chance of getting two in a row?
We'll just have to see. I mean, I do like that track. It is a fun, fast track for sure.
Well, we got, the Lady in Black coming up on May the 7th, and I think it's, some guys love that track, some guys hate it. Doesn't seem like there's anybody in between. Where do you stand on that one?
Yeah, Darlington's one of them deals. I've got a couple wins in previous leagues there, and it's a pretty good track for me.
Well, you're going to give a shout-out to your sponsors here for the win?
Yeah, the Black Rifle Coffee Company. I got some people talking on Whisper back there. Yeah, they Black Rifle Company, man. Been good coffee for me, that's for sure. Works Sunday night.
All right. Hey, congratulations, Jim, and good luck to you the rest of the season. Let's see that car, that 53 car back in victory lane.
Thank you, Heath.
All right, Talladega coming up next, Kansas coming up next week. We're showing that deal there, Jim Willis getting the win, and interesting there with the screenshots, the way that they, little funkiness going on with the way that the screenshots are turning out now. See if this one's any different. Nope, it's not. Gotta love that. Well, congratulations, Jim Willis in the 53 car. Big race win there for him at Talladega. Again, next week, going to be Kansas. Don't forget, tomorrow we got the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series at Kentucky Speedway. 134 laps there. A great track. Going to be a lot of fun, that's for sure. And race number 2 of the season. So interesting season here we got in store for you in the IndyCar Series. You don't want to miss it. So Kentucky coming up tomorrow. If you'd like to do some more stock car racing, you can race with us on the Saturday Night Thunder at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow at Daytona International. 80 laps in a high-octane racing league, Saturday Night Thunder. Well, I'd like to thank you for all coming out here and checking out TurnLeftTV tonight. Very good race, good clean race here. Two caution flags, and good one at Dega. And, again, thanks for supporting TurnLeftTV. Always appreciate people being here and checking out the streams. Always got my standard crew in here. Jomar came in, Givaldo came in as well, and. Of course, Paul Brown, Claudio Bardelli Jr. coming in after the race. Will D coming in and checking out the stream as well. So appreciate all those guys supporting TurnLeftTV. Don't forget, tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, please check out EliteHostingUSA.com. Don't forget to check us out on HighOctaneRacing.net. If you're interested checking out TurnLeftTV, you can get a link through there, and also check out the server times. And then the 4 leagues that we have there. GT3 right now is off season. The IndyCar Series, Xfinity Series, and Thunder Cup Series, all up there. You can manage or find out what the points are and when races are coming up. Well, thank you so much for checking out TurnLeftTV tonight. That's going to do it for the broadcast. Always appreciate my folks coming in. We're going to see you tomorrow in the IndyCar Series at Kentucky. Until then, I am out of here.